Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are looking at a brand new concept for Nespresso, and that is of course the full-sized carafe capsules. This is not something I thought I would see from Nespresso. Up until now they've always had a single drink capacity, but this is a very interesting play that they've made, essentially trying to enter into the drip coffee space, allowing people to make a morning cup of coffee for more than just themselves. This guy here makes a solid 18 ounces of coffee, enough to fill this carafe up, which they also sell separately. And as a side note, I must say that I actually really like this carafe, even if it was separate from Nespresso. I think you could use this for your pour-overs at home. The glass is nice and thick and double-walled to retain heat. The grip is really nice here as well, and it's also just narrow enough that I can put a Hario V60 on top or a Kalita Wave. But back to the capsules. If you're interested for a size reference, these are some of the other sizes that the Vertuo machine has. So here you have a regular espresso shot. Here you have about 7.7 ounces for a cup of coffee, and then you have the full carafe size. So obviously a lot larger, a lot more coffee inside, and I assume a much coarser grind. Now, so far, they've only got the one capsule available, but I'm imagining that they will soon try to widen the range and extend this option to maybe all of their coffees in the future. I could see this being popular for families who all need coffee in the morning, or maybe for offices who don't want to put on the traditional pot of coffee. So let's give this a taste and see what it looks like coming out. And now we've got our brewed coffee here. This is a blend of Arabica beans from Colombia and Peru. And from the sounds of it, it looks like it's going to be pretty dark. The tasting notes that they give are smoky and roasted, which doesn't really tell me a lot about the coffee, but I'm expecting very low acidity and a lot of intensity. And I do also have the spoon that comes in the carafe set, and they say that you should give it a thorough stir before serving. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll serve myself a little bit. So that is quite a lot of coffee. Now, obviously this is meant for multiple people or for yourself if you want to make sure that you have multiple cups. Now, this is going to keep it very warm, as I'd mentioned, it's double-walled. So you could keep this on your desk and keep refilling your own coffee. Now this is really quite intense and smoky, and you can tell that they've really pulled everything out of this coffee with such a large quantity of water. I think they abandon the intensity scale on these capsules. I'm not sure if they're going to bring that back, but this doesn't have an intensity scale. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. It's incredibly dark, very bitter, and a very lingering, long, kind of burnt taste. Now, I don't want to squash anyone's dreams, anyone's preference. You know, this is just not my kind of style of coffee. Not something that I could see someone really enjoying black on its own. But serving this to a couple people who are going to fill it up with some cream or sweetener, I think there's something there for that. I can't really pick out any discernible notes. I think they've just probably gone too dark, as they usually do at Nespresso, but maybe they will come out with some different capsules for this machine. That's my hope. I hope that they'll try to come out with something that's at least closer to a medium roast, something that's fruitier, maybe something from their single origin series. But I have to be honest, you know, this is not a great cup of coffee, even for people who normally drink Nespresso. Now, maybe they've perfected the other capsules first, and they've done a good job on those. They've got a whole bunch of coffee in different styles and different roasts on those capsules. And this is maybe just their first test run. And I think that they are marketing it to a very sort of as wide range as possible, maybe towards the larger community out there that does drink it with cream and sugar. But yeah, this is definitely on its own. It's not super impressive. Now, one thing that does come to mind though is you've got a little bit of room left in the top. It kind of finishes just where the rubber band is here. Maybe you could steam some milk on the Arancino, you could top it up. I think that might kind of round out some of the bitterness a little bit. And make this a little bit more enjoyable. But I would love to see something like the La Completa that I reviewed recently. Something like that, where it's a different kind of process, a naturally processed coffee, something that is brighter and fruitier and juicier, and something that is just at least a little bit lighter roasted. To fill that up and something that you can share with other people, I think that would be, I think there's a market for that. I think there are people that want that out of Nespresso, and I just think they need to go there. They need to try it. All right, so now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Has Nespresso gone too far outside of their boundaries? Have they tried to push themselves into an area where it's not their expertise? Or do you think they might have something here? Are you excited for them to release more of these coffees? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and please remember to like this video and subscribe. And that is it for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Have a great day.